What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So I bought my PS4 in November of 2013, the month, actually the release date of the system itself of course, and I've been very vocal I think about the fact that I've been really enjoying the system. I think it's an awesome console, and at the same time, you know, just purely the fact that I've been really enjoying those games so much over the past 2 years now is what makes it stand out. Right now I'm really into Metal Gear Solid 5 for example, but the thing I wanted to talk about in this video is sort of the one complaint people do seem to really have about it these days, and that's that Sony doesn't really add a lot of new features, or doesn't seem to be fixing a lot of the issues that we have right now with new patches. They come out every 6 months or so, which is a little slow, especially compared to, for example, the Xbox One. So what I wanted to talk about in this video is pretty much give you my top 5 PS4 issues / features that need to be added or fixed. So Sony themselves has this forum where people can sort of like, you know, submit issues or submit requests or ideas of things that they would really like to see on the PS4. And what I did is I took a really good, look at that list and what everybody seems to really want, and I made my own top 5 out of it. So that's what this video is going to be about. It's not in any way the top 5 by people around the world. No, this is just me personally. And I'd say let's just get into it, right? Let's just start off here. So at number 5, we're gonna sort of like build it up to the real climax, I guess, or to the feature that really needs to be added. Number 5 isn't really that important yet, but that is what I found really cool. A cool idea submitted by somebody is total time spent playing / game statistics. What this is, I noticed this on my Wii U, for example, that I have, is that if you play a game, the console actually tracks how long you play it, and so therefore I was able to look back and see how long I, for example, played Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart on my Wii U. I think that's a really cool thing. Once again, it's not something that's necessarily needed or something, but at the same time I could really see this being cool if, for example, at the end of the generation you want to look back and see, oh, how long did I play this game, or what were my most played games. There may be some games that you weren't really necessarily so positive about, but at the same time you might have played them more than you for example, would have imagined. Let's just say, Uncharted 3 on the PlayStation 3 was not my favorite Uncharted game. It was probably not in my top 3 games of the past generation, but I almost know for a fact that it's definitely the game I played the most. And therefore I would really like to see, how long I played it in comparison with other ones. If the PS4 has a feature like that, I could really see that being a cool thing, especially if I, do a review on a certain game. It would be nice to go back and see how long I actually played it. Some games have it built in, but it would be really nice if, because not every game has it, if PS4 tracks it for every single game out there. So that's my number 5. Then at number 4, and this is pretty much one of the most requested features overall, changing your PSN ideas. Yeah, I don't really know what I need to say about this. It's pretty obvious. Why is there no ability for you to change your PSN IDs? I think on the Xbox One you can actually change the ID and it will cost money, so Microsoft even makes money from the people that want to change their IDs. Sony could definitely do the same thing here. It would be a nice thing, but it seems they have a lot of complications right now to get that added into the the PlayStation Network pretty much, and so I personally don't really think I would change my PSN. My PSN right now is robinoyo. I might have, wanted to change it to Robin Gaming, just to have that, sort of like, just to make it be the same everywhere, right? But at the same time, I think somebody already copied my name, so there's no real point in me, trying to do that anymore. It's not gonna work anyway, so I'll just stick to robinoyo myself. But at the same time, I totally understand that some of you have created your PSNs when you were 12 years old, and you gave it a really stupid name that you don't stand behind anymore, that you don't want, and now there's no option for you to change it. That just sucks, and that's really something that would definitely be very welcome if they added that in, right? So number 3 is backwards compatibility, and I wrote down PS1 and PS2 games because I know it's going to be super hard to have backwards compatibility present for the PS3 because the infrastructure of the system was so different from the rest. But at the same time, my PS3 can play PS1 games, my PS Vita can play PS1 games. Why can my PS4 not? That's just weird, right? You bought all these games, for example, you can play them now. It just kind of sucks. PS2 games at the same time, yeah, would be nice if they finally added the backwards compatibility feature for that as well. And I think they're actually gonna do that with the new patch. That's a rumor right now, but we don't really know yet. But yeah, I mean, I would love to play, for example, Metal Gear Solid 1 again on my PS4, or say the old Crash Bandicoot games, or something like that. Play the really big sort of like, classics that came out on these old systems. Would be really nice if we could get backwards compatibility for either one of the 3 previous PlayStation consoles, right? So Yeah, that would be a really nice thing. Then at number 2 is, and this is such a simple but weird thing that is not present right now, an online friend notification when, you know, somebody goes online or offline. Like, why is that not in there? It seems like such a no-brainer to have something like that. And I get it. You can ask your friends to come online and play with you on WhatsApp, on the mobile phone, or on Facebook or whatever, but just the fact it's not here makes it seem so weird. I mean, wasn't the PS4 meant to be all about online connectivity and sharing things, experiences with people, and, you know, the social aspect of it? And there is no, you know, sort of like notification that tells you that a friend is online. It still goes beyond me, kind of, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, you would have to imagine there's some kind of complication there, and for some reason they can't add it in. But yeah, it just goes beyond me once again. Like, why is that not there? I don't get it. I think it's really necessary, and I hope they're gonna add it as soon as possible. And finally, we get to my number 1. This is actually not a feature. This is something that needs to be fixed. And I get that this may not be something that you know, many people will agree with me on is the top priority. But I personally, having really gone pretty much all digital almost, you know, I will still buy some games physically, but most I buy digitally myself. The download speeds on PSN are absolutely terrible, and that's my number 1. Is PlayStation needs to fix the download speeds and also the upload speeds at the same time, because yeah, like, I can normally download my games, for example, on PC on Steam with about 9 MB per second, which is a really nice fast speed. On PSN, it will not go faster than 1 MB per second. And if you have these games that are, you know, 50 gigabytes each or something, then it will take you literally 2 days to download it, which is just, you know, a really bad thing, I would say, right? Why can they not improve on that? I notice sometimes if I pause the download and then continue it afterwards, all of a sudden it goes to max speed again, but, you know, after 5 minutes or so, it will have gone completely back to a weird limited speed because the PlayStation servers can't handle it. That just sucks. I think that is the number 1 feature for me, or sort of like fix that really needs to happen. And yeah, PlayStation Network overall, it's never really been the best, right? You would hope that with people playing or paying for PlayStation Plus right now, that Sony invest that money into the servers, because that way, you know, stuff like download speeds really could benefit from it, and I hope that's simply going to happen very soon. But I honestly don't think so, because it would have been here then already, right? But yeah, that's pretty much my list of the top 5 features / issues that need to be added or fixed. Let me know in the comments what you really would like to see on the PS4. And for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Of course, leave a quick like, really helps me out. And yeah, then I'd like to thank you a lot for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.